I woke up and rolled out of my bed. It was a normal day, like any others. I took time and looked outside. It was a beautiful day. I noticed the paintings I had as I went and took some time to examine my collection of cans and a hammer. However, things had gotten strange. For some reason, some lady had just moved in and decided to start living here. And she brought this strange, small human with her. I don't think it had any legs. It was more like some kind of a cocoon child. I was kind of scared to tell them no. She was very insistent. And she even brought her attack robot with her.
Your coffee, 173.5 degrees Fahrenheit, brewed to perfection. And today's newspaper just delivered.
It certainly liked to talk, and things had gotten much stranger. I developed some sort of ability to see words if they were being spoken. I wasn't sure what had happened to me. I didn't like bottles. There are too many of them around the house. She had a very odd habit of pulling newspapers out of her butt. It made me nervous. And she also wore old curtains for pants.
Like someone made a sticky. I shall
She was alright, I guess, though. I can understand why anybody would want to move in with me, being the shining display of masculinity I am. It all made sense. But these new powers I was developing, I just didn't know what to make of them. I went over to the couch to sit down as I normally did, and sit down in front of my TV. I then got up. I was tired of watching the TV. Just another day. Another day in the life. I decided I would go outside. Then I quickly decided not to, because I had a crippling fear of doors, which I've just now conquered.
Good morning. Vaultec calling.
Well, hello there. Oh my God. What had happened to me? My mind raced. I had so many things I wanted to say. But for some reason I was only available to say 4 things. What was going on? Was I being controlled? When did it happen? I had to figure out and get to the bottom of this.
Take too much of your time.
I'm not interested, sir.
Whatever you're selling, I'm not buying.
That's not what I said.
No worries, sir. No worries
Not
at
only
all.
could I not control what I was saying,
Anything. Not today.
I couldn't control what I was saying when I
How
couldn't
happy
control
I am to finally speak
what I
with
was
you.
saying.
I've been trying for days. It's a matter of utmost urgency, I assure you.
I didn't trust this man instantly. I don't like anyone that wears an overcoat in the middle of summer. Not right now.
Maybe I don't want to talk to you.
That's not what I said either.
No, you do. Now, I know you're a busy fellow, so I won't take up much of your time. Time being a precious commodity. I'm here today to tell you that because of your family service to our country, you have been pre-selected for entrance into the local vault.
As I looked around,
Vault.
I did a very quick 180, just to make sure there were no vampires in my house. I turned back to the strange man. Perhaps he knew what had happened to me. Maybe he was some kind of wizard. After all, that'd be the only way that a van like that could actually move. It sounds great.
Oh, it is.
I was gaining some
Believe
small
me.
measure of control back.
Now you're already cleared for entrance in the unforeseen event of total atomic annihilation.
Right. A likely story.
I just need to verify some information. That's all.
No.
Come back some other time.
Come on, hon. It's just a little paperwork. Let him fill it out, and it's done.
She frightened me, the way her eyes squinted at me. You're right.
You're right. Let's get it over with.
There's only so far my ruggedly
Just
good
need to
looks
get
got
this
me.
pesky info all squared away.
And I'm not sure what had happened now. Numbers. My name. What was my name? Did I remember? Had I never had a name until now? It didn't matter. I had to figure things out. And I would. My name was Cheddar. McGumpkins. That's right, that was my name. I remembered now. Cheddar McGumpkins. It all made sense. I was not very strong, but I was very perceptible. Kind of. I had the luck of the devil, though. I always got good hands in blackjack and a strange game called Caravan. I was not agile, but I didn't need to be, because I had great endurance. I was not very charismatic. People avoided talking to me. I had some kind of crippling form of high-functioning autism. It caused me to speak to myself a lot, and for some reason it made people uneasy. I was also more endurance-y and perception-y. And, well, some people liked my talking to myself. It made them feel at ease.
Wonderful. That's everything.
I felt
Just
different.
gonna walk
I
you
felt
over to
new.
the vault. Congratulations on being prepared
I
for
wasn't
the
sure what to make of it all.
Thanks again.
Hey, it's peace of mind.
I could even see my
It's like a
own
little
name.
paperwork, right?
For you and Sean, no price is too high.
Good answer.
I have my moments.
What strange world was I living in? It seemed like just yesterday I was... There was no beer in my refrigerator. It distressed me greatly.
I think he needs some of that paternal affection you seem to be so good at.
You heard Codsworth. Go on.
This woman liked to boss me around.
Sir, if I may,
I wasn't sure if I appreciated it.
just an attention. A boy needs his father after all.
The robot seemed to be rubbing itself on the dishes. I didn't want to bother it. So, the day has finally come. The little cocoon child wanted to be play with. Yes, play with the cocoon child. That's what I'll do.
How are the two most important men in my life doing? Spin the mobile a bit. He loves that.
Yes, Overlord, whatever you say. Oh my god, I had psychic powers. I could spin it without even touching it.
How's my little guy? Much better now, huh?
And she didn't even seem bothered by it.
Listen, after breakfast, I was thinking we could head to the park for a bit.
She liked to talk to the back of my head. And, outside, did you say? Are you mad? Do you know what's outside? Sun, heat, hay fever, pollen. More pollen.
And miss the World Series? Not gonna happen.
Sir, Mum, you should come and see this.
Codsworth, what's wrong?
Now there was some strange dot. Everywhere I walked, this dot appeared. Sometimes it got bigger and turned into a square. I went to open the door. But the evil force field wizard had kept me from entering the closet. Was I stuck here the rest of my life?
Followed by
My life seemed so good
followed by
just a short while ago.
blinding flashes, sounds of explosions.
I had some coffee. I didn't have any coffee.
We seem to have lost
What did
contact
he
with our
say?
affiliate stations.
The baby had entered its next step of evolution.
Do have coming
Its hands had disappeared into the strange, white, cocoony,
confirmed reports, I repeat, confirmed
protective
reports
shell.
of nuclear detonations in New York and Pennsylvania. My God,
I started moving very fast. It was... Oh, I was skating almost. Oh my god. My house had a gauge on it to make sure the PSI of the house was functioning. There was no time to worry about that, though. I ran as fast as I could. What they didn't know is I was a champion sprinter in high school. They called me the lumbering lummox. The blast of fat, the lard lightning. It was a name I lived up to. Some strange man wearing a merce kept trying to cut me off, but I'd show him. I appreciate that Mr. Smith would close his bathrobe, lest his twig and berries jump out and surprise me. Sir, I was...
We need to get in. We're on the list.
Overcoat man, he invited me in.
Infant, adult male, adult female. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, that's a very generic list. Thank you, though. I appreciate it.
God help us all.
What's gonna happen to all those people outside the gate?
Everything we can.
Everyone for themselves. Man, woman, and child, I'm sorry. You must... everyone's on your own.
Almost there. We're gonna be okay. I love you.
I looked out at the
Both of
peaceful
We love you too.
setting. Oh god, it was worse than I thought. Some of those darn kids had gotten their hands on a new batch of fireworks. And we were fleeing from the irresponsibility that their parents left upon them. I blacked out and descended into the blackness. Some kind of strange symbol was in my view. Down in the bottom right-hand corner.
We did it. We made it.
I was still a little confused as to what was actually going on.
Everyone please step off the elevator.
As I knew everyone's name without even asking them. Miss Whitefield.
Hey there.
Vault 111.
What's going on?
Miss Whitefield was confused as I was.
So we just...
Yes, up the stairs.
If we left a minute later...
She turned into a blubbering pile of panic.
You're safe now.
Hey there.
I'll be okay.
Just head up these
Just
stairs and through
need
the
to
door
keep
there.
breathing.
She knew something. That one. Nora. Look at those eyes, those accusing eyes. Was it my fault? Did I have something to do with this? I could tell instantly everyone was very threatened by me. It wasn't often you saw such a display of an alpha male walking through.
Take a seat. Just step over to the table.
I'd always been kind of a rebel, so I didn't do what he said. I spotted a fellow brother of the cheeseburger. Hello, sir. It's good to see one of my own. I walked over to the lady handing out Kroger bags. It was strange. I took one, and it disappeared.
What now?
It dematerialized right in front of me.
He'll show you where to go.
All right, you three. Follow me.
See? This is our new home.
It was kind of strange.
You're gonna love it here.
I didn't quite understand what was going on.
Facilities gone. Not that the others aren't great, mind you. Everything we had.
My mother and father down in D.C. Oh God, honey. What if
Sir,
I make it?
sir, I need a cheeseburger immediately.
But Vault Tech will be with you every step of the way.
He didn't respond.
Nothing to see here.
I'm sure that's what they want me to think.
How long do you think we'll be down here?
What in the world?
Going over all that in orientation. Just a few
Interesting.
medical items we have to get through first.
My newfound powers didn't work on everything, it would seem,
Broken.
as I had to reassure myself
It's stuck.
Sir,
that it wouldn't open. My psychic powers were only getting me so far.
it's a good fit.
I decided to try them out once more. Once again, they worked.
Just checking everyone.
What newfound way would I discover to take over the world?
Such a
As I walked into this very strange room, I noticed that there appeared to be large metal testicles hanging from the ceiling. And apparently they had some kind of aluminum foil fetish. This day kept getting stranger and stranger.
Just step in here and put your vault suit on.
I noticed I'd become some sort of
You okay?
human compass.
Follow your
Right
guide.
here.
He'll
See?
get you all situated. Honey,
I could look around,
help me?
and I had a square with a number. North,
Sean's acting up.
south, east, and west. Or the way I remembered it was never eat soggy waffles. It helped me through school. I comforted the cocoon baby.
Who's my little guy? I'm not going far. I'll just be over there.
As I walked over to the decontamination pod, it was clearly very well air conditioned, or somebody was vaping in the back of it. Either way, I didn't mind too much. I got hot easily and sweaty. I got in the I unzipped my pants before I got in the pod. It just felt like the right thing to do at the time.
The pod will decontaminate and depressurize you before we head deeper in the vault. Just relax.
Time for a whole new life.
Resident secure. Occupant vitals normal. Procedure complete. In 5, 4,
Everything got so peaceful. The gentle counting. And I fell asleep. Yes, it finally happened. The strange trash bag men had finally come for them. I knew they had to have been after the alien woman that had moved in with me. They were after the cocoon baby. I wasn't sure what they could have wanted with it unless they were trying to make mutant cocoon babies. She wouldn't want to give him up. She fought vigorously. Oh no. The man made a very loud noise, and it was then clear that the only way to defeat the mysterious alien woman was from loud noises. I don't think he shot a bullet because there was no blood. There was a very loud and scary noise. I could understand how she passed. Oh. I was having a cheeseburger withdrawal. I had been in CBA for a long time, Cheeseburgers Anonymous. I had a crippling addiction to cheeseburgers, their greasy, buttery goodness. I was feeling weak, and I needed a cheeseburger. I had a strange picture pop up in the left side of my, and then it disappeared just as quickly. I was not a fan of this suit that I had magically put on. It didn't capture my good side very well. How strange. How very strange. Oh no. Oh no.
Come on! There has to be a release!
I got unnaturally angry, and I didn't understand why. I decided to leave. What horrors awaited me beyond this door? What would I find? And I ran into the thing and it moved erratically. It seemed like regular physics almost didn't apply to this world anymore. What could have possibly happened? One thing I was for sure, though. The cocoon baby had to be at the middle of it.